This. Alright, so yeah, let's get started. Yeah, thank you so much for joining another stream today. Yeah, basically we're going to continue the 3D model from the previous stream. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, wait a second. Alright, so yeah, what we have done is today is we have created several plane shapes for the character. So as you can see, we have the expressions here. So basically the eyes and the mouth. And for today we are going to continue on working on this. So yeah, let's get started. So before we create the expression, continue creating the expression, we forgot to add the teeth and also the tongue. So let's create them. So first of all, let me just hide this object first, accept the head, and then let me duplicate this object and make a backup for it. And now let's create the teeth. So let's just disable the outline first. There we go. We can make the teeth. So let's create a plane. And scale it down. I think that's not on center. What is it? Oh, it's because the pose, we forgot to reset the pose. There we go. Right, so let's just create the teeth. So add mirror modifier here, and maybe scale it somewhere right here. Just isolate this, drag it over here, and make a bevel so it's smoother, maybe somewhere like that. Okay, now we can extrude this to the inside, maybe somewhere around here, and delete the upper part because we don't need it. Or maybe we can just keep it like that, then just apply some hard edges here, and let's just unwrap it too. So like this maximum. There we go. Now let's just create a texture real quick for this. So we will use the same head material, and let's move this to maybe like right here. So the teeth is going to have a basic white color. So let's just make that. For Chibi 1. There we go. Now we have the teeth. now we can reposition it so it aligns with the mouth. So maybe somewhere right here, I guess. Then we can duplicate this and place it at the bottom. We can drag it. There we go, now we have the teeth. Now we can like join this, or maybe later. Let's create the tongue first. So for the tongue, it's going to be pretty much simple. So let's create, oh wait, just want to move it so it doesn't have any gaps between the teeth. Maybe like that. Okay. Alright. I guess we can leave it like that. Alright, so let's create the tongue. So it's going to be a simple cube. And drag it like that. And delete this other part and apply a mirror modifier. And let's try to make the shape of a tongue. So it's basically a simple rectangle shape. Let's scale this to somewhere right there. Right, so let's just apply a subdivision modifier to make it smooth and make this part thinner. Alright, so I guess that's looking good for our tongue, and maybe we can just simply scale it a bit. So I think somewhere like that. Alright, so let's just apply these modifiers. And we can unwrap this tongue. So let's create the texture for the tongue. Let's wait, don't forget to apply the material first. So it's going to be head material, and maybe place it somewhere right here, and go to texture paint. Now we can add the tongue color, I guess a little bit pinkish, or maybe a bit reddish. Yeah, I guess this one is fine. And then let's save the texture so we don't lose our progress. And now maybe we can like join this tongue and then the teeth together. So let's just do that. There you go. Now what I want to do is to add a new shape keys with the same name of the head or shape key, so mouth open. So what we can do is we can select the mouth open here, and now let's create the shape key for the teeth and the tongue. So it's just simple, like drag this to here. And try to adjust the thickness somewhere right there, I guess. I think the teeth is too big, so let's just go to the basics and scale it down, I guess. Hi Joss. Hi, welcome. Okay, let's back to the shape key here. And then we can like move this tongue to here. So now we have this little expressions. Yeah, still thinking that the teeth is too big and the mouth, the tongue. So let's scale it down again. Maybe like that. Let's check it out. Yeah, I guess that looks okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe the tongue needs to be a bit deeper. Alright. Yeah, so now we basically have this. Let's back to the head and try to make sure this position is correct. Maybe a bit upper, somewhere right here. Okay, let's just put it down again. Alright, so we have this mouth here. Now I guess we can just simply join the mouth and the tongue together. So let's just Ctrl J. There we go. Now if we move this, as you can see, the teeth will follow. Perfect. Now what I like to create now is the mouth closed, not mouth closed, but mouth saying oh. I think we can separate the teeth and the tongue first. So what the benefits is like we are not distracted or incorrectly select the vertex when creating the mouth shape. So maybe let's create the mouth saying O first. So maybe, or we can go with much more simple task. Let's create the mouth wide first. So basically we select this part right there and then try to stretch the mouth like that. Let's try again. Just want to make things smooth. Yeah, so basically when you can stretch your mouth, right? So basically what we do is stretching the half part and then apply it to another one. So let's see. There we go. It's a simple shape key. Alright, so now we can copy this. So new shape from mix and then mirror it to the right. So mirror shape key There we go. Now we have these two, and if we combine it together it will goes like this, so the mouth is very wide. Okay, so next is I'm going to create the mouth saying E first. So let's create that. So it's going to be mouth, I don't know, maybe upper dot L. So basically, wait, we can like simply duplicate the mouth open here, so maybe somewhere right there, 2.5 I guess, 2.5. Let's hide the teeth first. Yeah, we can do this. So we can duplicate this shape key and then rename it mouth upper dot L, I guess. Then we can like try to, or maybe not. If we do that, we don't have like a control over the, make it half part shut and the other one open. So yeah, we need to create it from scratch. So let's delete our shape key again and create it from scratch instead. So what we can do is select this part and then trying to make the half part here open. So let's do this carefully. So basically trying to open the half part of the mouth. Maybe something like this, and we can make it wider. So let's select this vertex and try to make it wider. Let's take it slow and let's be careful here. Yeah, maybe something like this. Okay, now we can make it smoother. Make sure the, it does not look sharp because it will look weird. Let's try maybe rotate this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's like making the mouth, looks smugging. I'm not sure how to call it. Okay, so we can like isolate this part. Or maybe not. Yeah, let's try to to align this one by one. I guess that looks alright. Let's try this part too. Let's push it back one by one. Okay, now let's try to isolate this part and let's see whether we did it well or not. Okay. There we go. Now you can push this part too to the back. And then we can apply smooth. Let's drag this first. So let's drag it so the polygon are distributed evenly. And select this part and then apply smooth. Alright, maybe we can move these polygons too. There we go. I think that looks pretty good, I guess. We obviously can make it wider too. Let's see. Bit wider. Alright, so now we can copy this shape key and mirror this to the right side, and let's see how it goes when we there we go. Yeah, we need some adjustment right here. So let's do that. So this part needs to be upper a bit. Then this need to be lower. You're trying to make the mouth saying like E. Okay, and this part need to be pushed back, I guess, because it looks not aligned. There we go. And this small vertex here. Then we can apply smooth. Okay, so now let's try again, mirror this part. Wait, I think we need a bit adjustment, just a bit, right here. Alright, so let's try to mirror this part. Oops, duplicate it first and then mirror this part. Then try to, yeah, I think that looks alright. Just a bit adjustment right on this top, just a small one. And yeah, let's try again. Let's see, can move this a bit. Okay, let's try again. So new mirror and try to wait. New shape keys, mirror shape key. There we go. I think that looks alright. So yeah, let's use that. Okay, now let's bring back the teeth. Yeah, the teeth, it's kinda too small again. Let's see. Bit bigger. How about that? Or it's not a bit bigger. Let's make it wider. Let's see. Oops. Oh, I see what's going on now. So the back face cooling or the normal flip is not correct, so we need to flip this. So let's apply back face cooling and check. Yeah, there we go. So we need to Control Shift N and flip the normal. Alright, now it looks way better. Looks exact. Okay, now I guess we can join this part again. Let's see, maybe move it a bit to the front and try to test this mouth open again. Let's see if we make, yeah, we need to adjust this part. So let's bring it back a bit. There we go. Now I think we can join this teeth and the mouth again. So Ctrl J. There we go. Now we have this mouth. Now I think we can for the mouth saying oh, you know, oh, yeah, we need to separate this again. Yeah, basically I just don't want to I just want the teeth location remain the same when we duplicate the mouse open shape key here. So let's hide the teeth again, then maybe open the mouse somewhere right here, maybe 0.4. Then we can duplicate this and name it mouse mouse funnel, I guess. We name it mouse funnel. Then we can try to make the mouth saying oh. So let's just move this one by one, of course. Just to make it saying oh, make the mouth funnel. I think that's alright. Yeah, let's refine this again. Of course, we need to make it funneling. Maybe we can use these. Extract this. Then we can smooth this, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, let's just do it slowly. And let's see how it looks. Yeah, we need to make it smoother. Yeah, yes, that's good enough. Oh yeah, we need to fix this alignment, so it needs to be a bit forward. Yes, somewhere right here, something like that. Yeah, we need to adjust. There we go. Now what we need to do is, yeah, basically make the polygons tidy. So it's like saying oh, something like that. Like the mouth, you know, when you try to whistle or something like that. Yeah, basically trying to make the shapes looks like that. Just trying to make the polygons tidy here. Then we can apply some smoothing. Smooth. There we go. I guess we can push it back a bit. Alright. This one get to the front here. And smooth again. There we go. Let's test this. So we have this mouth funnel. Alright. Yeah, this part needs to be maybe goes up a bit and then a little bit smaller, I guess. Yeah, let's make it small again. It needs to be a bit smaller. So make it small. And track this vertex. There we go. I think that looks alright. Let's make a bit adjustment to this part. Okay. Now we have this mouth saying O. We also need like to make the mouth, like the name is mouth pucker, so it's like mouth when you try to kiss, something like this. So let's duplicate this and make it mouth pucker, and then we can make this mouth smaller. It's basically like trying to make it like kissing or something like that. So let's scale it down. Yeah, it's called mouth pucker, the name for the shape key. So it's like mouth, the lips trying to kiss, something like that. Just pull it slowly, push it to the front. There we go. Now we need to tidy up this part, of course. Maybe we can use smoothing here just to make things faster, and we can scale this down. We can apply some smooth something like this, I guess. There we go. Yeah, it's not looks it looks a bit weird, so let's try to maybe push it down. Yeah, I think that looks alright. Yeah, this part like need to be pushed to the front a bit. And let's apply some smooth again. Maybe not. Let's drag it manually. Let's see. Okay, so the position is not correct, I guess. Let's see. Wait, I selected the car. Yeah, it should not push to the down. So we need to like pull it. I mean, move it upper. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit up again. There we go. And try to push it front and apply some smooth here, and we can of course drag it here. let's apply smoothing. Yeah, it's not looks. This one need to be like this. This one too need to be pushed to the front. Let's check it again. Alright, so yeah, let's also move this to the front. Like that. This one need to be like this. Then apply some smoothing again. There we go, it much better. Let's see. Yeah, this part needs to be moved to the up a bit. Let's try again. Need to bring it to the front like that. This part too, so push it to the front. And this one too, like that. Okay, now let's apply smoothing. So smooth. Then the inner part need to be adjusted a bit. So let's select this. And maybe apply smooth here and smooth there. Apply smoothing again. Run here too. So smooth. Yeah, now it looks better. Alright, so I think we can like apply a new shape key for the teeth again. So mouth funnel. Oops. Did I forget to turn off? Yeah, this one need to be cleared. There you go. Now, wait, why is it looks like let's see, did I did something incorrect? Yeah, I guess so this one is mouth funnel. Okay, there we go. Now basically I want to like move the teeth down a bit like this. Okay, there you go. Yeah, thank you so much, Green. I hope you are continuing to, watch my contents and hopefully we can learn Blender together. Okay, so what's next is, I guess we can like make the mouth, you know, squealing. Maybe or maybe we can keep it simple and let's start with the facial riggings, I guess. So yeah, let's just combine this teeth to the mouth like that. So now we can control this in a single object. Now let's just duplicate it. Yeah, it's kinda no. The hardest part is actually making the shape keys for this head raster. So okay, alright, so I guess we can start with the rigging for the facial expressions. So what we can do now is bring back our object here, then simply maybe duplicate this first, so in case we need a backup later. Alright, so what we can do is let's apply the scaling first, and maybe also the location, or maybe not. The location and the rotation. Let's see if anything's break. Alright, so I guess that looks okay. And now we can select this rig and let's make the viewport looks more visible. So let's make it octahedral, and then we can start making the bones to control the facial expressions. So let's start with the eye first. So let's select this part. I guess it still has, oh okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's make a bone. Wait, I guess the collection, let me enable this collect. Let's create a new collection. So let's call this facial, I guess. Let's see, facial, there we go. And let's move this to the up. Let's hide the other collection. Okay, so let's create the head, I mean the eye bone. So let's rename this eye.l, and we can symmetrize this, and then at the center we can create a new bone and move this to here, and let's call this eye tracker. And now we can go to the pose mode, and we can select this bone and this bone, Ctrl Shift C, copy transform. And then for the copy transform we need to make the target to local. Oh, maybe the let's see, local and local, there we go. Now if we move this, the other bone will move along locally. So let's just symmetrize this, there we go. Now we can apply the width to the eye. So let's select this eye and search for the vertex group for the I.L and assign a full width, and then we should be able to control the eye. There we go. Now the eye should has 0 width on underpart, so let's just lock this and delete all unlocked groups. There we go. Now let's just try to check if the eye is moved correctly. So this part need to has a bit rotated a bit. So maybe 50. Let's see. Maybe 20. Maybe 30. Yeah, we're experimenting with the value. Yeah, it should be 20, and we can like push these eyes, the pupils to the back a bit. And let's try. There we go. I think that's looks okay. Maybe we can give it 50. Let's see. Okay. Maybe 20 is fine. Oh, maybe we can keep it 50 for now. And yeah. Okay, so for next is we need to limit the movement. So let's go to the point constraint and apply limit location. Here we go. It should be local space and enable effect transform. And now I guess the movement should be around 0.1, 0.14 to the 0.4. Yeah, okay. So for the minimum is minus 0.14. Maximum is going to be the opposite. So let's check this first. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now as you can see, it's clipping to the position that we desire. So this one is also 0.14, 0.14. Okay, let's try. There we go. Now it's clipping. Now we can mirror this to the other side. There we go. Now it will follow also the scaling, as you can see, which is great. Okay, so now let's create the controller for the I think let's start with the eyelid first. So let's select this area and then create a new goal and rename this to upper eye.l, I guess. Eyelid.l. Okay, and now we can also duplicate this and move this to this part and rename this to lower eyelid.l. Okay, let me just hide the hair. There we go, and enable the wireframe. And now we can duplicate this and place it right here, I guess. This one's going to be eyebrow.l, then this one eyebrow.exp.l, I guess. I think we are naming it using underscore, so let's keep it consistent. So instead of camel case we use snake case. Okay, so for here we need to make it a parent, so keep offset. Then let's move it like this, I guess. There we go. And for now, we can like apply the smiley, the mouth too. So right here, I guess. So this one is going to be mouth. Let's see, mouth.l or mouth.xp.l. Yeah, let's name it like that. This part is going to be mouth.l. And keep offset. And let's maybe scale this down a bit. There we go. Now at the center, let's see. I think we can put it right here, I guess. Then we can make the, wait, let's delete this and duplicate this instead. There we go. Now we can make it maybe mouse chow, or simply say chow. And we can Control P, keep offset. Let's see what's next. Did we miss something? I don't think we missed something. Yeah, let's just enable the original bones here and select this part, this, and this one too, and Control P to offset. Now we can symmetrize this. So symmetrize. Now we should be able to, oh, we forgot to parent this too. There we go. Let's see. Maybe let's keep it like this. Okay. Alright, so we did miss the inner part here, so the teeth is not, have any weight, so let's just apply it real quick. Head, there we go. Now I should have okay. So now let's start with the eye blinking first. So here we can maybe let me duplicate this and make a pickup from this in case we make mistake. There we go. So now for the eye close we can add a driver, then maybe multiply it by, let's say, 200, rake, and then eyelid.l, y location, oops, and local space. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah, it should be at minus, so the it's the opposite, so minus 200. Let's see. There we go. Now let's constrain it to about minus 1.7, I guess. So let's apply limit location. So at minimum it's going to be minus 1.7. Let's see. There we go. Now we can adjust this. Maybe 20 is on. It's too much. 1, no, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 6. Okay. There we go. Now we can control it using this little ball. Now let's do this for the white open, the eye white. So let's just copy this and paste the driver, add it and make it maybe 50. And then let's back to the rig and let's limit the Y position to 0.5 or maybe 0.48. Oops, 0.48. There we go. Now let's back to the shape key and edit the driver to maybe 10, 50. Yeah, it's simply like playing around with the value. So each case will be different for each model. There we go. Now we can make the eye look regular and wide open and also close like that. Perfect. Now let's move on to the eye squint. So let's copy the driver, paste this, edit the driver, and choose lower eye lid.r .l. There we go. Now let's check this. Yeah, the position should be about 0.48. So limit location 0.48. There we go. Now let's just, yeah, I think that looks okay. Yeah, now let's just copy the left side to the right side. So here select this and symmetrize, and for the bones, the shape key, we can copy the driver. So paste and choose the right one. So there is no shortcut for doing this. I don't think Blender has the feature to mirror the driver at the moment, so that's why we do this manually. Okay, copy driver, paste this, edit, and choose the right side. Okay, so now we should be able to control this via bones. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so now let's move on with the eyebrow here. So same stuff, just need to copy maybe the eye close here, copy driver and paste this and edit and select the eyebrow expression.l, and then maybe give it like 50 for now. Then same thing with the brow up, so pass driver and give it a positive number. There you go. Now let's check this out. There we go. Now we can like make it angry. So the position should be like minus 0.2, I guess. So let's limit the location. So minus 0.2 or maybe 1.9. Okay. Or maybe 0.2. We can do that. 0.2. There we go. Now for the upper one, it's going to be 0.6. Okay. Now let's just go back to the shape key again and make sure the value are not, wait, let's set this. Okay, so it's too much for the multiplier. We need to reduce this. So let's see, 20, no, maybe 50, no, 70, yeah. Okay, so for now, for this, going to be, let's see, 10, no, 5, yeah, 5 is the perfect value. So let's just copy this and paste, edit, choose the right side, and for this part 2, copy, paste, edit. So yeah, basically mirroring this manually, because Blender does not have that feature yet. There we go. Now we can move this part using phone. Now we can mirror this, show symmetrize. Now we can control this. Now we need to apply the same driver to the Pro outer. So let's copy the driver, paste this, edit, and select iPro.l. Give it maybe like 50 for now. You can adjust this later. Then just try to limit the location. And then let's check. So it's around 0.3, like that, maybe 0.35. There we go. Now let's go back to the driver and give it maybe 30. There you go, that's the correct value. You can copy this and apply this to the right side. Edit. Okay. So now we can symmetrize this, and as you can see, we can control this on the left side and on the right side. I guess we can like move this right here, I guess, because maybe like this. Let's symmetrize. Yeah, maybe increase it to 0.4, maybe 0.45, or maybe 5. There we go, that's the correct value. Okay, it just, yeah, 30 is too much, 20, there we go. Okay, let's symmetrize this. Okay, now we can control it at the correct location. Okay, now we have finished with the eye and the eyebrow. We can start with the mouth. So same thing, we can apply the modifier, the driver. So this part, copy driver, paste the driver, edit it, select the mouth XP here, then let's multiply by 50, maybe 100. You can copy the driver and apply to the mouth frown, and then give it -100, and then let's check this and limit the location for the boat, and let's check how much that we need to limit. So maybe 0.35 for the upper side. Yep, I think that's maybe 0.4. Yeah, and then for the negative one should be 0.055. Oh, that's too much. Oops, I was trying to maybe 0.56. Okay, yeah, we can control this perfectly. Now let's just check the shape key and make sure the value is not too much. So we need to reduce it to 50, I guess. No, maybe 25. There you go. Now this part. Then yeah, same thing. Let's see, 20. No, maybe 50. Too low. 18. There we go. Now we can apply the and mirror the shape, the driver to the right side. So mount xp.r, this one too, .r. There we go. Now we can just symmetrize. Now we can control both of these using bowing. Okay, now let's move on. Yeah, we need the mouth white here, so let's copy the driver from the mouth smile. Then mouth upper, paste the driver, then edit it. Oops, click the wrong button. Edit driver, so let's select the mouth, mouth.l. Then it's going to be at Y location, and let's multiply by 100, I guess. Then for the mouth white, it's going to be the same driver, but for now we select the X location. Okay, so let's check this. There we go. Now we can make it white like that. Now let's limit the location so we can control it, does not overboard. So the maximum should be, let's see, maybe 0.25. There you go. And then for this Y location, there is 0.2. Let's see. There we go. Maybe that's too low, and maybe let's keep it uniform, so 0.025. Okay, so now we obviously need to check the shape key and make sure the value is not too overboard. So maybe 50, no, 40, yeah. Then for this part, 42. There we go. Now we can copy the driver to the right side again. .r. There we go. Copy this part too. Paste this. Edit again and .r. Alright, so I guess we can go with the mouth open. So select this. Let's copy this from the mouth frown. then paste the driver, edit this, and then select the jawbone, and maybe give it -100 for now. Okay, now let's just symmetrize this part. Okay, we should be able to control this like this. There we go. And this part too. Oh, I think I missed one. So let's see. Somewhat. Oh yeah, I forgot to make it -40. Here we go. So we can control this individually like that. Now for the jaw, it's going to be at here, so -1, 2. So let's apply the limit location, local space, so -0, 1, 2, 5, I guess. Oh, it's on the y-axis, sorry, so it should be on the y-axis. There we go. Now let's back to the shape key here and edit the value to maybe 20. It's too much, maybe 50. No, 12. No, 10. No, 8. Let's see. Yeah, 8 is the correct value. Now we can control this like this, then make it smiley or frown, you know. Then make it wider. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so for now I think I need to create a new bone. So let's move it at the top here and control keep offset. Okay, let's move this to the front a bit like that. Okay, now let's call this, I don't know, mouth funnel, I guess. So yeah, let's select our mouth funnel here, edit the copy the driver, and then paste this, edit, and select the mouth funnel, add the y location, and let's multiply it by 100. Hello crafty box. Hello. And then maybe limit the location to, so let's see, it's about 0.15, so 0.15 there. There we go. Now let's edit the value for here and make it maybe 50, no, 75. Oops, 70. How about that? There we go. Okay, so now we can control the mouth funnel, then the mouth, the jaw, the smiley face, and the other part of the face here. Yeah, my day was fine, thank you, Crafty World, for asking. Yeah, I think for today is going to be my final stream for this series. Actually, I think we can finish this for today. I mean, the 3D model. Oh yeah, by the way, my internet connection might be slow, so probably when you are asking questions from the chat, my answer will like come up like 10 or 30 seconds later, so there is a latency between our conversation. Just saying. Yeah, thank you. No, I think I can create another stream, but maybe not for this 3D model, because yeah, basically this You know, at recently I get a new project from a client, so I need to work on that project. So it's a 3D project, a 3D model project. So that's why I will allocate my time for that. So yeah, this will be the final stream for this series. Okay, so what's next? I forgot. Uh, yeah, it's basically complete for the facial expression here, especially the controls. Yeah, we can start. You know what? As you can see, oh no, I guess we can leave it like this, I guess. Yeah, basically what I want to say is we can like modify this and add a custom shape, you know, so it's not looks like this thingy. But that's just an optional. Yeah, maybe we can make it real quick. Let's see. So what I like to create for a custom shape, especially for the you know, the facial expression, is I like to create box here. Yeah, thank you so much, Rustam and Crafty Carbox. Yeah. Yeah, let's make it real quick. Basically, I would like to make them like a box with an X symbols. So let's there we go. Now we can like add a custom shape actually, so you can go to bone properties here and then select or viewport display and then custom object, and that's it. Now yeah, it's obvious too small. Let's scale this a bit. Then we can like go to the pose mode again and apply wireframe. Now as you can see, it looks, yeah, I like the control looks like this because it's like make it different. So the knife tools basically make this triangles here. So when we apply a wireframe view, it looks like this. It looks like this box. Okay, so let's just, yeah, let's apply that. So one by one, and then we can symmetrize them later. Yeah, it's an optional process actually, it's not necessary, but I just like it to look different for the facial expressions bones. Okay, so maybe let's disable wireframe for the model. There we go, now we can see it better. Yeah, and also for the facial expression bones here, you don't need to you need to disable this deform option because you don't want to this bone to deform your mesh. So let's disable them. Disable, disable, disable. There we go. Now we can just select this part and symmetrize. Right, I think that looks much better. It was like my old client, so they contact me again to work on a new project. So yeah, they email me actually. So it's not from like a website, but I do have a website actually, but it's not managed. I haven't managed it for a while. But yeah, it was a old client that already worked for me. I mean, already worked for. Sorry. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, we can leave it like this. And maybe we can move this to and rename this to Simpone symbol dot cube and move it to a new collection and rig symbols, maybe like that. And then move this to this part. Oops. And hide it. Okay. I think for now we can go, because we still have the time. I guess we can apply a rig for the hair, because as you can see, the hair is not rigged, and if we move this, yeah, basically it looks stiff for the hair. We can rig that. So yeah, let's start with the simplest part first, maybe the back hair here. So let me just disable the outline first. Oh wait, I think we can separate this part first. Well, let me think how the best way we can do this. Yeah, let's separate this part. There we go. I just like maybe delete this and mirror this, because basically this shape on the right and the left is the same, and the reason we mirror this is so we can apply the weight paint much more easier. So that's what I like to do. In this part, oh, I forgot to remove this, so let's just delete that. And then this part we can isolate this to other object, and then this, let's see, I forgot to break it right here, so let's break that. Let's see, select, there we go. Now there we go. Now we can like delete this part and mirror it. We can combine it later after we apply the rigging. So let's just make sure that it is aligned properly between these vertex. So let's apply a magnet here. There we go. I can just make sure it is connected like that. Okay, I guess we can apply the rigging. Okay, let's start rig the hair. Okay, so let's start with the front hair this first, I guess. So let's hide. Maybe I create a new collection. So here, maybe we can name it like that. Let's disable this for a moment. Okay, there we go. Now let's create a new bone and just try to trace how the hair flow. So it starts something like this. Yeah, maybe 2 bones is enough. Maybe we can add more. Like this. Okay, now let's name it hair bang.003 2 and 1. Okay, of course we need to align this like this. I have 1, 2, 3. I have several monitors, but for this streaming I only use 2. So this pen tablet and the other one is for displaying my OBS studio. Yeah, but previously I also mentioned that I also work as a software engineer, right? So I do have another device and then that also have other monitors set up. And yeah, it depends on the how I work actually. Yeah, we can leave it like this. Yeah, but for 3D modeling I simply use this pen tablet with the screen, and I actually only use 2 monitors for recording the stream. So one is to display this screen to YouTube, and the other one is to see your chat. I think we can move. Yeah. Okay. Okay, like this, I guess. And name it maybe side hair. I'm not very good with the naming. Yeah, let's call it like that. Side hair. There you go. And now let's move on to this part. Maybe somewhere right here. Can duplicate this, I guess. Look like. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to have less bones for the hair, because when you apply the hair simulation, the spring bones. If you have too much bones, it will look very weird. So yeah, just use enough bone. Doesn't really necessarily to have too many. So I guess 4 right here is fine. Maybe we can reduce it to 3. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, I think 3 is looking good instead of 4. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to name this. So let's name it maybe side hair. I don't know. Side hair 1, 2. I didn't. Let's see. Side hair 2. Wait, maybe we can name this like side hair peng or maybe hair peng dot 003 dot l. I mean dot l dot 003. Okay, let's name it like that. And we can name this side hair dot l 003, then 002, 001. There we go. Now we need to add bones right here too. So if you have complex hair, you will need a lot of bones, of course. Like for example, this 3D model that I created previously. Oops, I forgot to plug my hard drive. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh, my drive have a problem. Yeah, I usually save my model on different drive, an external drive. Yeah, so for this one, as you can see, it has a lot of bones. Yeah, you get the idea. Oh, Discord server. I'm not sure. Maybe when I have the time at this weekend, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, basically stay tuned. I will kind of maybe post it on my YouTube community, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for reminding me. I would like to see your creation too. Let's see, maybe right here, and then subdivide. Place it right there, I guess. Oh, cloud. Yeah, I don't use cloud that much for 3D models. It's just not convenient in my opinion. But for like client project, yeah, I do save them on the cloud. maybe somewhere right here. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, maybe like that. Okay, let's create the hair for the back hair here. So subdivide, maybe 4 ribbons should be sufficient. Oh, it's not at the middle. Let's see. Scale x0. There we go. Now it's in the middle. Okay, now let's name it back here .003. 002, and oops, this one. Butterfly effect. Let's see. I kinda ever played some game or something like that. I forgot the name. I think it was. I forgot the name. It was developed by Square Enix, and it's like a story game. Yeah, it's kinda have that kind of butterfly effects. So it's not. It's a story game, so it's not like action or something like that. But I forgot the name. It was developed by Square Enix, the same studio or publisher from Final Fantasy and other stuff. I forgot the name. I think it was Life something. I forgot. Oh yeah, Life is Strange. Yeah, that's the name of the game. Yeah, it's basically a butterfly. Like you can manipulate time, refer back to the time, and then choose options to make the story. Oh, for Game Jam. I'm not sure. My head is kind of empty right now. Yeah, but for reference, yeah, that's the game that I ever played that has that same kind of theme. Yeah, Life is Strange. Okay, now let's begin with the rigging. Again, like trying this or maybe later. So what I like to do is just delete all these groups and then apply a new group with, there you go. Oh, I forgot to name this. So like this, there we go. Now let's apply these groups. Oh, we can like give, let's see, so for this part we simply assign to the head, so like that, and then this one, so we need to manually select. So let's hide this first. We don't want to affect this. Correct. So now we can select this and then apply the width to the head. So let's move it to the down. Yeah, I definitely forgot to rename this too. So this one is going to be back side back hair dot L dot 003 2 and this one. Let's reapply, I guess. So empty groups. In the back here, so this 1.5. Assign this. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can select this, assign this one, assign, and this part. Let's select this carefully. Oops. There we go. Assign. Wait. I select the wrong part. So this, I guess. Let's see. Assign. There we go. Now let's select this. Hide them. Oops. I forgot to select this part here. Select, hide, select, assign. Yeah, basically like defining the parts of the hair selections. So this, select, assign. Maybe we can also assign this. And remove this part. Hey, wait, I mean this part. Let's say, yeah, this is the correct selection. Then for this, you can hide this and then select this whole part and then assign. Then for the back hair here, finally we can select this and assign. How much I charge for model? Yeah, it depends on the complexity actually. So it's for a chibi character. If it's something like this and then the purpose is for commercial purpose, I usually charge it start from for chibi characters start from like $200 to up to 300, and then for a full size model like the one, you know, a basic female model like this one, let's see, this one I charge it for starting from 500, yeah, starting from $500 US. Yeah, but it depends on the client request. Sometimes they have like a very unique requirements, especially depends on their project, whether they are using it for VTubing, or maybe for games, we kind of like make some agreements and like trying to break down the cost. Yeah, basically it depends on each projects, but yeah, the estimation is just like what I mentioned earlier, somewhere around that. Yeah, I guess my offer or cost, I mean the price is you know, it's quite affordable, I guess, if we compare it with other artists, like professional artists out there. Each model can cost like thousands of dollars. Especially for VTubers models, like you see on the internet, those are very expensive. But for me, yeah, if the client order it for me, usually my price is reasonable and affordable. Okay, let's test this and see how it looks. As you can see, like, yeah, it needs some adjustment, obviously. Yeah, regarding the cost, if you have like social media and be very popular on it, usually you can charge more. But yeah, I don't really uh, you know familiar with social media, so yeah, it's basically a starting point at the moment. Let's see how we can fix it. Yeah, maybe we can leave it like this for now, because we can apply like smoothing to the hair and make it smooth. But yeah, basically we want to uh, yeah, I know, right? Some 3D models, like for VTubing usually, and if the artists are very popular on social media, they can charge up to like 5,000 US dollars for a single 3D model. But it took months to create that, so that's a reasonable price actually. But for my case, the model for clients usually take up like a week to complete. So yeah, that's why the yeah, it depends on the requirement. Let's start with this. So 0.5. This one. How they get to know me? uh, yeah, actually, I'm not quite sure how they found me. But usually, when I ask them, they came to me from my YouTube channel, so they watch my videos and like interested with my models. And then, as you know, I always put my contacts on my video description. Yeah, some of them I came from YouTube, and some of them I came from my other marketplace, like for example Fiverr and CG Trader. yeah. And when they already know me, and for example, if their project are for games, they usually need multiple models, alright? So when working with a client like that, we usually set kind of a milestone. So yeah, basically we have a milestone for each models. Okay, let's check this. Okay, I think that looks okay. So we can, maybe later we can apply this smoothing. Just want to make these small parts first to have the weight paint. Okay, this one is done. And move on and apply smoothing, I guess. But before that, of course, we need to assign this to the head. Where is the head? Yeah, Blender should have add a search a search bar here, because I cannot find it. Ah, there we go. So head. Okay, now this part. There we go. Head. Head. Alright, so I think we can apply smooth, but before that, let's just duplicate this and move this part to a backup folder as usual in case we make mistake. And then apply it with pen. Wait, smooth. Maybe give it, I don't know, 10? Yeah, 10 is not enough. Let's see. This one should be, there we go, now it's much smoother. Let's apply again smooth. Oh, that's too much, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 is alright. Maybe we can, let's see. Just want to make this smooth, you know, perfectly flattened. Oops. Okay, I think that's alright. Do you know the difference between model and 3D printables. Yes, I know. If you ever watch my other video, the free run 3D model, that one is for 3D printing. Yeah, there's not much difference. Basically, you just need to cut the models and make sure, kind of make a puzzle, something like that. What I want to say is, what the word is. Basically, yeah, separate the parts. So if the regular 3D model, as you can see, it has, it's not combined or joined together. But for 3D printing, you need to combine them and then try to separate the parts. I hope that answered the question. Yeah, basically what the difference is, yeah, basically that. Okay, so I guess we can mirror this because we forgot to wait. Let's bring back the original bone. Let's select this and then parent it to the head. Oops. Yeah. You can mirror this, symmetrize. There we go. Now let's reapply the vertex groups. Now when we rotate this one should be independent. Okay, now I guess the hair looks smooth when we move this around. Yeah. Did I forgot? Yeah, I forgot to. Sorry. Okay, so this one, I select this. Let's see which one is causing the error. Side here, there we go. Right, so we don't limit the point here, so let's just do this real quick, then remove this part. Oops. Then apply to the head. There we go. Yeah, we need to edit this, of course. Need to weight paint. And now it looks too sharp, so we need to smooth this. So smooth. There we go. Now first, same thing with the head bone. Okay, now that's looks great. Let's check the other part. Yeah, we go. It's smooth. Okay, now let's start with this. So let's delete all the groups first. Oops. Yeah, we can delete all the groups. As for this, we can. The time here is 10 p.m. at night. Okay, now we can start with this. So side hairbang. Okay, this one. So 0.5 there. And then here it's going to be 0.5 too. And finally this part 0.5. Okay, select this, select this, and finally the last part here. Here we go. Now we need to select this and choose the head. And apply the whole weight. Now we should able to. Oops. Yeah, we definitely forgot something. Let's see what the problem is. So hairbang. There you go. Yeah, we forgot to select this part. Okay. Okay, now let's try to make it smooth. So select this, weight paint, then we can apply smooth. Yeah, 2 is fine, maybe 3. Okay, that's perfect. Or maybe we can add more. Let's see. Maybe smooth again. Yeah, that's too much. Or maybe we can make it not smooth for now, because we will combine it with this front side. Okay, let's start with this first. So basically delete all unlocked, then Control P, empty group, and we can select the hairbang. Which one is it? This one. A. No. This one. There we go. Now we can select this part, assign this part, assigned, then this one, assigned, select this, assigned, select this, and assign, and finally the last part here. There we go. Now, wait. We forgot to assign the part for the head. So here, and select this whole part and assign. There we go. Okay, now let's try this. Yeah, we can fix the smoothing later, but as you can see, it's already correct. Okay, now we can duplicate this so we can have a backup. Then try to join this together. Oops, forgot to apply the mirror modifier. So here, apply mirror. Then join this together and merge. There we go. Now we can apply smoothing. So weight paint, weight smooth, maybe give it 10. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's too smooth or not. I think that's too smooth. Let's revert it back. Oh. mm, or maybe, you know what? Let's delete this. I guess we need to bring back our pickup here. So let's pick this up here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's try again. Okay, now let's apply smooth with paint. Smooth. Oh, I'm so tired. All groups. Smooth. Wait, why does it? Oh, I forgot to apply some value. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a correct balance. Maybe we can apply smoothing here. It's not correct. Let's see if we can isolate. Maybe we can just hide this. There we go. Maybe we can select this and smooth. Selected postpone. Maybe this smooth. I think that's too much. Let's see. I kinda want to fix this part, make it like sharper. Just don't know how. Let's see. Okay, I think that's alright. Maybe let's just apply a bit smooth. Just a bit. Maybe one. There we go. And how about this? Okay, yeah, I think that looks alright. It's not bad or anything. Yeah, I guess we can duplicate this and move it to another folder just in case we need a backup. And we can join this together. So it's combine it to one object. There we go. Now we should be able to like rotate each hair. Yeah, this one definitely needs some adjustment. Let's see. Yeah, let's revert back. Let's see. Just uh, just a bit. Okay, with paint. And this one should not affect this part, so let's remove it. How do we remove it? There we go. Okay, this should not be affected. And this one too. Okay, oops, that's too much. Let's disable the arrow. Okay, this one too. And I just make it smooth like this. Okay, this one need to be has a bit smoothing, but not as much. Big pain. Yeah, let's see. How about that? Alright, guess we can leave it as this. Let's apply a bit smoothing here and there. Okay, so yeah, we can use this. Okay, now just duplicate this again in case we make mistake, because Blender, you know, the undo action is not it has limit, so that's why I keep making pickups. Right, because we are finished for the hair. Yeah, basically we already have finished the model. So yeah, let's just try to play around and check the result. So what I like to do is, for testing, usually it's like to create a simple animation to test the rig. So let's try simulate the hair. So I actually installed an add-ons for this to simulate the hair. So it's called Spring Bones add-ons here. So you can find it on internet. So it's called Spring Bones, and install it on your Blender. So we can select this bone and then spring, rotation, and give it, I don't know, 0.5 is okay, I guess. Let's try. This part need to have that too. Let's start. There we go, now we have this woogly. Yeah, we need to adjust the bounciness to maybe 2 point, maybe the speed. Let's see what is the correct value for this. Start interactive mode. Yeah, it should be 0.1, I guess. 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. There we go, now it's much smoother. Maybe 0.15. So 0.15. Oops. 0.15, 0.15. Yeah, I think that's the perfect value for the hair. Then let's just apply this to other parts. Okay, now let's just mirror this real quick. So symmetrize, and let's start. There you go. As you can see, the hair is flowing. Wee. Okay, maybe we can like create a simple animation for this, just like an idle animation. Oops. Wait. So maybe drag it right here. Select this part. Oops. Individual origin. There we go. Select this. Just a simple animation. Let's change the FPS to 60 FPS. Okay. Now we can like start the hair simulation. So start animation mode. I'll give it 100. Wait, why does it need... Oh, I know why. It's because... Yeah, but basically what I'm trying to do was try to make the hair moving using simulation with the animation, but yeah, we don't really need to do that. We can just test this using interactive mode. So we can start the interactive mode here, and we can, yes, you can see it's already working. so we don't really need to make an animation. Wiggly. But as you can see, the value might be too much, but yeah, as you can see, it's working. I can adjust them later. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess, for today's video. I mean, today's stream. Wait a moment. I guess I forgot to fix the outline. Where is it? There we go. So select and assign. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. We already have the 3D model finish. We have rigged the hair, also the facial expression, as you can see. It's easy to control. Can make a smile and also make it sad and maybe surprised. Let's see. Surprised, like that. And for the hair, we can use the add-ons here, so it can move like a hair. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, thank you so much for joining this stream series to create this Chibi 3D model of Firefly. I hope you have been enjoying my content recently, especially for this stream series, and I'm very glad that you are here with me, watching me create this 3D model. I really appreciate that, and I hope you have learned many things from these streams, and I hope that maybe I can create another stream and we can create another 3D model together. But yeah, will be the last stream for this series. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I hope see you on another stream. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.